Did you know that we can get ahead of failure and find causes of accidents before they happen? My name is Dr. Marcin Nazaruk, and I would like to take you on a journey to change how we think about failure and become more effective in preventing accidents, quality defects, and operational issues. As an industry, we continually learn from accidents, and over time, we've become safer. But companies that made good progress in the last decade and got close to zero by learning from accidents face a new set of challenges. The safer they become, the fewer incidents they have to learn from. And with small numbers, the injury rate can no longer be used as an indication of how safe they are. Focusing on unsafe behaviors is no longer sufficient to further reduce the risk. And repeat accidents that are copies of past injuries create frustration among the leadership teams. Therefore, we need to find a way to learn and improve when unintended consequences are absent. Typically, we think that if a task is completed without an incident, it is a success. Only a very small percentage of all activities result in an undesired event, and the vast majority of activities are completed without a problem. And as a result, it's easy to think that no additional work is needed in the shadow of success. Does it mean, however, that all those activities that didn't result in an event went perfectly? Rarely is attention paid to how the activities were completed, what challenges were encountered, and were seeds of a future accident evident. When there is an incident, it's easy to think that it happened because something went wrong. For example, somebody didn't follow a procedure. Similarly, when a job is completed without an incident, it's easy to assume that all procedures were followed and all controls were applied. We often see success and failure as very different. We think there is something special about accidents, and this belief guides our actions. If something goes wrong, we try to fix the broken component. If things go well, we don't further look into it. But when success or failure happens in large organizations, people are usually doing what they typically do: normal work. What varies are the situations, interactions, and different patterns in how things are done. However, this variability is normal, it is needed, and enables things to work well most of the time. In practice, it means that the conditions that will create your next accident exist today, and we can find them and address them before they lead to a problem. Normal work is about how people adapt to changing conditions and challenges as part of their job. For example, using a crane to lift a load. Every time an operator does it, there may be something different about the situation. For example, less time available than planned, additional people in the area, one person being off work, or correct tools not available, such as lifting slings. It's easy to see how these factors increase the risk, and yet none of them would be classified as a hazard because none of them is a source of harm. And popular approaches to safety management focus on controlling identified hazards, but miss a whole world of organizational factors. And adapting to overcome the various challenges is part of what needs to be done. It is normal work. And so, learning from normal work is a practical, research-based methodology enabling companies to proactively find things that make the work difficult and increase the chances of error or procedural non-compliance. And there are many different ways to learn from normal work, from safety conversations that ask, "What makes this job difficult?" to a walkthrough talkthrough that identifies error traps for critical steps in a job, to learning teams that use the power of group learning to uncover constraints and dependencies. Many of the world's leading organizations integrate proactive learning into their existing processes. from leadership site visits to behavioral observations to risk assessment, and even accident investigations, as these new tools allow to easily and quickly find issues that were not visible before. As important as it is to learn from failure, it is too late. We now have a practical framework to find precursors of future accidents, quality defects, and operational issues before they happen. Visit our website, learningfromnormalwork.com, to learn more and see examples, case studies, and free courses. If you would like to explore how proactive learning could be applied at your company, please get in touch.